it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today. I thought it would be super fun. I love to travel. I love concerts. I love events so much. So I thought it would be so much fun to sit down and tell you guys what stadiums I have been to. But we're going to use this scratch off that I found at Target for $5 in like the front section with the dollar section. It is so fun. Okay, I saw this, I said, oh my god, this would be so much fun. I just got home from Post Malone, and so I can scratch that one off because this one is football and it is also baseball stadiums. So that is super fun, but I thought it would be fun to just scratch them off with you guys. I have my penny here and tell you guys what I did at each stadium, like what I saw there. Was it football? Was it baseball? Was it a concert? The majority of these will be a concert, but I just thought it would be super fun because, like I said, you guys know I love to travel, and so I thought this was a fun way to document it and also like tell you guys where I've been, because I love personally hearing like where people have been for different events and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this. Also, it's so fun because it comes with a string attached. I also need a pen so I can write them down here, but yeah, so this is gonna be really fun. I think I'm going to surprise myself and I'm going to end up scratching off more than I think, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I think I'm gonna start from the West Coast to the East Coast because the majority of these are on the East Coast for me, because I am an East Coast girly, have been my whole entire life. So I thought we'll start on the West Coast, okay? I have my peach milkshake. Okay, so I haven't been to any events in California, none in Washington State. I have not been to Allegiant Stadium in Nevada. However, when we get to Arizona, I can scratch off number 29. Wait. Did I scratch off? Yeah, they do. Okay. I started to scratch it. It wouldn't. Well, maybe there's something on this penny. Okay. It's very hard to scratch off. I don't know if I picked a... Okay, I kind of don't want to like scratch them off because it's like causing the... Okay, I have been to number 29, and that is State Farm Stadium, Glendale, Arizona. I have seen Taylor there for Reputation Stadium Tour opening night, and then also Era's opening night. So football, number 29, State Farm Stadium. And I think I'm gonna put a little TS at the end if I was there for Taylor. Okay, I'm also not gonna scratch them off because the way that this just like ripped the paper is not aesthetically pleasing to me, and I'm actually mad that it, look, like it did that. It like completely just ripped the paper. So I'm just gonna glaze upon them. Okay, I have not been to the baseball stadium in Arizona. I did go to the arena, but I believe that Desert Diamond Arena, when I met Taylor, it was Gila River Arena. I believe that is, I think it's hockey. I think it's a hockey arena. So this is only baseball and football. None in Colorado. Now Texas, yes. Texas, I have been to AT&T Stadium. I've not been to Houston, but I have been to AT&T Stadium, and I believe it is number 4 on here. I believe Houston's lower, but let me just, I'm pretty good with my geography here. Like, I can name all the 50 states. I used to have a book as a kid where it would like show you different facts and everything, like the state bird and like state capital of each state. So I'm pretty sure Arlington is the one like up farther, but I just want to make sure, because if I wrote in the wrong spot, I would probably crash out. Let's see. Yeah, it is definitely, yeah, it's the one further up. So that is going to be number 4 on here, and that is AT&T Stadium. And I saw Taylor for the Reputation Stadium tour there 2 nights. Okay, I might kind of do my own version and draw like maybe like a little heart around each one. We're gonna see. We're just gonna start and we're just gonna go across. Okay, then now we are in the Midwest of the country. In Louisiana, I can mark off number 6 because I have been to Caesars Superdome. I saw Taylor there with my dad for Eras. So that is number 6. Going up, there's Arrowhead. Arrowhead is number 3. One day, this year, she'll get crossed off. Okay. Let's see. Now we're getting into, whew. So California had a lot, but then I have to be really, really careful around here because I definitely have been to a lot over this way. Okay, so we're gonna go up from New Orleans. I have not been to any in Missouri. I've not been to Kansas City. I haven't been to Arrowhead, and I haven't been to the KC Royals baseball stadium. Let's see, I have not been to Chicago, so I can't cross off that stadium. I cannot cross off Wisconsin. Any like Lambeau Field. Minnesota, I have not been to the Vikings Stadium or baseball there. Now Illinois, I have been to an arena there. However, this isn't arena, this is a stadium, baseball or football. I have been to Allstate Arena before, but that is not on here to cross off. And like I said, none in Wisconsin. Now, Michigan, yes. Number 11, I can cross off. I have been to Ford Field. So we're going to go ahead and write Ford Field. And I saw Taylor there for Eras. Actually, 2 years ago today. What if I cry? Damn. Okay. So Michigan, number 11, yes. And then coming down, I haven't been to the baseball stadium there. Now, Indiana, yes, I can cross off. That is number 18 on here, and that is going to be Lucas Oil Stadium. Lucas Oil Stadium was so pretty. I loved Indiana. Guys, that was, I feel like, the perfect city for my mom and I to road trip to, because it wasn't too chaotic. It wasn't it was very easy going, I feel like, but they did it so well for Eras, and I just feel like it was a really good atmosphere for my mom and I to see Taylor in. I loved Indianapolis. Okay, Ohio, I have not seen, and I have not been to any stadiums there. I keep saying, no, this isn't a concert map, this is a stadium map, Rachel. But I've not been to any baseball games there or football games there or any concerts there at a venue. Now, coming down to Tennessee, number 23, I can cross off because that is going to be Nissan Stadium, and I saw Taylor there for Eras. So yes, that can come down. Now, where are we gonna go here? Because, all right, I'm gonna go down at Florida and come up the East Coast. Okay, so I have been to Georgia, never been to the stadium there. However, oh my God, I'd love to go to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's actually a bucket list spot for me to see a concert because I love their monitors around. I saw pictures of Reputation and how they have all the monitors and it looks so cool. I would love to see a show there. Never been to a baseball game there. I've been to Atlanta on a trip with my dad. We went to the aquarium and stuff when I was younger, and Coca-Cola factory, all the touristy stuff, but I've never seen like a show there or anything. Florida, I've been to Florida once in my life. Would love to go back. Didn't see a baseball or football game there. Never been there for a concert. Now 5, I can cross off. That is in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that is going to be Bank of America Stadium. And I saw my very first football game there with my dad. We saw the Panthers and the Chiefs last fall. So I can cross that off, and that is going to be Bank of America Stadium. All right. Now, I am from Virginia. This is where it's going to get really, really freaking complicated. Okay. Now, 17 on here, I believe that's got to be, yeah, okay. I've been to all 4 of these, so I just got to figure out where, okay. So, 17, 18 and 17 are, that is so crazy. 8/17 is the date I met Taylor. I don't know what, like, whenever I see those 2 numbers together and the fact that it's on here. Okay. Anyways, is 8 and 17 on here definitely pointing towards DC. So 17 has to be Nationals Park, which I can cross off. I saw Taylor there for the 1989 World Tour. Let's see. And then number 8 is going to be FedEx Field. And I have seen a plethora of shows there. I've seen Ed Sheeran there. I've seen Taylor there. Now, I'm writing FedEx Field on here, but it's actually called Northwest Stadium now. It's the home of the Commanders. I'm writing FedEx Field on here because I know her as FedEx Field. Okay. Now 20 and 20, they duplicated 20, is pointing to Maryland. Now, I have been to a couple of baseball games with my dad in Baltimore, the Orioles Stadium. What's the name of that stadium? I'm gonna have to look it up. And I have not been to the Ravens Stadium, so I actually cannot cross that one off. What is the name of the Orioles Stadium? Orioles Stadium name. It is Camden Yards. Okay, I should have known that. Oriole Park at Camden Yards. I am just going to write in the number 20 spot, Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Okay. Yes, I have been there, done that. Okay, now we're going to get hairy. So on the west side of Pennsylvania is going to be the Pittsburgh area, which I have not been to the Pittsburgh area. I've only been to the Philadelphia area. Number 17 is going to be Lincoln Financial Field. Lincoln Financial Field. I've been there for the Speak Now World Tour and then also Reputation. Okay. And then going up right by Philly also in the number 6 spot for baseball is going to be Citizens Bank Park, which I just got home from. That is my latest venue where I saw Post Malone. Okay. So, on, like I said, the west side of Pennsylvania is going to be like Pittsburgh area. I've never been to Pittsburgh. Okay. Now we're up to New York. So, oh my God, okay, so one of these is Yankee Stadium, and I've never seen a baseball game up there or a show up there at a baseball stadium, so I can rule that out completely. but I have been to MetLife. I have been to MetLife Stadium. I saw Taylor at MetLife Stadium for Eras, so I can write in MetLife Stadium for number 22. Taylor has literally made me quite the traveler. And then, let's see, the very last one that I can cross off on here is going to be up in Boston, Massachusetts, and that is going to be the iconic Fenway Park. I've been to Fenway Park. Fun fact, when I was in elementary school, my dad surprised me completely, and my mom. We all went up there for the weekend. It was a blast. It was my first time ever on a plane. My dad's always been a huge Patriots, Boston Red Sox fan. He grew up in the New England area, so it's in his blood. But it was really fun because I had been saying, oh, I want to go to Boston, My mom like loves Boston because of the history. Like I was like, I just want to go to Boston. And so one weekend, my dad said he had a surprise for me. We got up super early. I was thinking, oh, we're going to go to the mountains for the weekend with, you know, my mom, or, oh, we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. And I don't even think he told me that my mom was coming. And I think that she just pulled in the garage and parked, and I was like, what? And then we drove to the airport. Like, they packed a bag for me. We drove to the airport and we got on the plane and went to Boston. And it was so much fun. We went to Fenway Park. We went to the aquarium up there. It was so much fun and like such a memory that I'll always have. Because it was just so, they did that for me. Like, they completely surprised me with my first like trip, and it was, oh my God, it was just really special. So we stayed up there for the day and then caught a flight home, and yeah, it was a blast. So I have been to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stadiums, and then 4 football stadiums. And then baseball, I have been to 4. So I've been to a total of 14 stadiums across the country. Oh my God, that's crazy. Now, if they had one for arenas, I could really knock it out of the park, like Allstate Arena, PNC Arena, or now it's the Lenovo Center. They should do an arenas one, because I've been to the Lenovo Center like it's my second home. I've seen so many shows there. That's in Raleigh, if you guys don't know. I've seen Ariana Grande there. I saw Ed Sheeran there. Like, I'm seeing Tate McRae there. I love Raleigh. And then also I've been to Capital One Arena, which is in DC. I've been to the arena out in Glendale, Arizona. I've been to Columbia, South Carolina, to Colonial Life Arena. So, and then Allstate Arena in Chicago, and I've been to Madison Square Garden. So if they did an arena one, Target, if you hear me, do an arena one. So I think what I'm gonna do is, to make it my own, I'm going to draw little hearts around the ones that I've been to, just because I feel like it's a little unique. And I'm really mad that I like, I didn't mean to scratch it, but like, that's the way it says to scratch, is it not? Scratch off to reveal football and baseball location pins. Yeah. Okay, it is a scratch off. I wasn't just dreaming that up. But I think I'm gonna draw a little heart around mine. Not with Sharpie though, because then it'll get like chunky and run together. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I lied. I did draw it in Sharpie. But I just did little hearts around them. Also, another dream stadium to visit would be Gillette. But yeah, so this is how it turned out. I think it's so cute, and I think it's such a cute way to document your travels, you know? So yeah, they really should. They really should do an arena one. That would make me so happy. But I have been to a total of 14 stadiums across the country. That's kind of crazy. This was super fun as somebody who loves to travel and also has been to concerts in different stadiums and travels for concerts. I had a blast doing this, and I cannot wait to cross off, especially Arrowhead. And then I also want to cross off Gillette. Another one that I would like to cross off is Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Honestly, I'm always down to explore. Like, I'm always down to explore. So yeah, I'm actually really surprised I haven't crossed any off in California. So we've got Levi Stadium, and then we've also got SoFi Stadium, and I've been to neither. And then we've got a total of 5 baseball stadiums out there. Been to neither. But yeah, you guys, I thought this would just be super fun to kind of share my travels with you guys and also share where I've been. And you guys know I always like to take you along with me on my adventures, but I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video entertained you in some way, and I sincerely hope I see you. Yes, you in the next one. Bye, guys.